welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome back. If you are returning, my name is Tari here at I Will Define Myself, and we are going to go ahead and dive into this reading. Okay, so this is going to be September monthly spiritual guidance and or messages. Okay, if you are in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, then this reading is going to be for you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dive in. Parliament is officially in session, you guys. So in this moment, I encourage you to pause, take a deep breath, activate your intuition, as this is a general reading, okay, and a shared experience. So only you know what and if anything applies, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in together. Aries, how are you doing? How have you been? Leading away, I'm sure. Oh, the cards are just coming on through. We have boundaries coming through. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We love boundaries for you guys. We have rock bottom coming through. Rock bottom. Interesting. I just heard this is the bottom line. From rock bottom, I heard this is the bottom line. Like, this is it. Take it or leave it. And I feel like that's an important part of you having the boundaries, too. Let's see what other spiritual messages are coming out. You know, I've been working with this deck for like a couple of months at this point, and I have yet to see. This is the first time the rock bottom card has come out and the boundaries. So, you are drawing a line in the sand, and if I do say so myself, it's about damn time. Go listen to Lizzo. I really do enjoy that song, but let me stop getting distracted. Okay, let's see what other spirit is there a final message coming through for Aries for the month of September? Another area of their life they should be focusing on, or just another message that they need as they navigate boundaries, rock bottom. Ooh, take our time with this one. Happiness. Ooh, I love this. And I feel like I know where this is. I feel like I know where this is headed, but we're going to clarify with the tarot, okay? So let's see boundaries. Aries, look, we are moving into fall season. Some faster than others. I don't know where you are, but here I feel like it is ushering itself in. And although we may have another heat wave, the mornings have been crisp. Like the humidity has been and like next to non-existent. And I just love sweater weather. I just ultimately love sweater weather. Okay, I love sweater weather. So for boundaries coming through, we have 8 of Cups. First of all, pairing 8 of Cups with boundaries, like what are we leaving behind? Persons, places, things, habits, the need to please, the need to fix, like the need to be the end all be all for everybody. What are we letting go of? And right now, Spirit, during the month of September, wants you to be very introspective and mindful of this. Like this is the question. I feel like this is going to be the title of your reading. What are you letting go of? What is no longer serving you? What is keeping you here, and why is it keeping you here, and why should it be keeping you there at the expense of yourself, your feelings, your emotions, your happiness? It's time to draw like a line in the sand, right? Like it's time for you to look forward off into the sunset and like go be amazing. Not everyone or everything is meant, no matter who or what it is, and it could be a bit more difficult depending upon who or what it is, like, you know, whether it's a family member, if it's a friendship, you know, if it's a work relationship dynamic and you're thinking about the pros and cons of everything, right? Like, it may not be easy, but like, we love boundaries. And Spirit is reminding you about those boundaries during this time, okay? Spirit wants you to revisit those during the month of September, okay? So when it comes to rock bottom, okay, we have two of wands coming through. So what is the line in the sand? What is that line in the sand for you when it comes to like when it comes to okay, what are you no longer going to deal with and why, right? Like what is like I don't want to it's not the final straw, but again, it directly ties into boundaries, right? Like what does this look like for you? And it's okay for it to not for whatever decision you make to be okay with the collective, right? Like you have to do what's best for your mental, for your peace, for your emotional well-being because you are also very deserving. Ooh, but you do have discernment too. That came through for a reason. Okay. Um, you have discernment when it comes to making this decision, right? You're not gonna make it from like an emotional state, but you also are going to pay attention to like what is actually in front of you and not like turn a blind eye to it, right? Like I gave a reading earlier, and the message had to do with like taking off the blindfold. But I don't feel like you have a blindfold. I just think that you are struggling with like where that balance is and where to draw the line in the sand. Because I think that the person on the receiving end just could mean something to you. Like it's not like this chick off the street or like this guy off the street, right? It's not some random old person, but it is someone that you love and care about, and it is the most difficult to have boundaries with them, okay? But you are this queen of wands energy, okay? You're this happiness energy, and spirit wants to remind you that your happiness is also important, okay? You are this empress energy, okay? Like look, your energy is like freaking amazing. And spirit wants to remind you that you are that bleep, like fill it in. You are that bleep, fill it in however you want to fill it in, right? I'm going to say you are that empress, right? Like you are that woman, okay? That emphasis on the that, like in all caps. Um, but I do feel like you've maybe spirit wants to remind you of that and also to remind you that like you don't have anything to prove to anyone, okay? So whatever energy you've been like sending or giving to those, just reevaluate like where it's going, um and how it's also impacting you in the process, because like it is impacting you, okay? Now to what degree I do not know, only you know, but there is some impact there, okay? Let's see what other message, spirit, what other message do you have for Aries during this time? Maybe some overall guidance for them as they navigate this space. Ooh, I had two cards come through. Inner knowing. You know what you know what you know in solitude. Take some time for yourself, okay? Stillness Speaks, which is this book by Eckhart Tolle that I love, love, love so much. But the importance of solitude is clarity. The importance of solitude is um, is sight, okay? Sight in the sense of clarity, okay? And Spirit is encouraging you during this time in the month of September to trust what you know, trust your inner knowing, and to take that space and that time for yourself to really determine and to decide what is this line in the sand? What are those boundaries going to be? Because you already know the why. Empress, you are that bleep, fill it in, okay? Are there any signs in particular, Spirit, that may come out for sunflower? Aw, you are a sunflower, okay? And now it's time to spring into action, okay, for yourself, all right? And then you have the globe energy coming through, globe symbolizing possibilities, okay? Look, anything is possible, right? They say if you just believe, but I think that personally, like, this globe is meant to symbolize the fact that right now, like, that outcome, like, the outcome isn't in your hands, but like the possibility of how much of yourself you're willing to put on the line is. And that's ultimately in your control. Okay? So you may be seeing 30, 34, 31. You may be seeing globes. You may be seeing some flowers that are going to serve as a confirmation, okay, and or signs and message that represent action and or possibility. Last but not least, I'm going to pull a crystal card for you all. During this time, it could serve as just something to amplify what you need during the month of September to navigate your current situation and or this space. And we're going to see what crystal that is coming through. If you can get access to it, you know, maybe you already have it too, right? Some of you guys may already have these crystals. But let's see what overall is coming through. Okay? Because your happiness is important, all right? I just heard, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Now I feel like I'm gonna like listen to this song. I'm gonna listen to this song at the end of the day. Okay, Spirit, let's see. I'm gonna give Spirit the time Spirit needs. Ooh. Okay, so we have okay, we actually had 4 that came out for you guys. Whew. Maybe look, it takes a village. Okay, so we'll go through one by one. My apologies if I mispronounce anything. Okay, so we have Shiva Lingam. Who needs it? Yoga people, people who hate yoga. Okay. When to use it. When your ego has you feeling too small or totally supersized. When it seems like you're sucking life force through a swizzle stick instead of a boba straw. When you've got baby making on your mind. Ooh, do some of you guys have baby making on your mind? Go all in on your essence. Okay, go all in on your essence. I feel like that's a message in itself. Embrace that Empress energy. Okay, so we have Shiva Lingam. Then we have Astrophyllite. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Astrophyllite. Who needs it? Anyone with a permission slip for an intergalactic field trip. When to use it? When it's time to step outside of yourself, like way outside, okay? Call on the energy of Astrophyllite to electrify you with superhero purpose so you can take flight. Unlock your highest potential, Empress. Astrophyllite. That does look like something intergalactic. Then we have Garnet coming through. Garnet. That's one I'm more familiar with. Who needs it? Writers who aren't writing, painters who aren't painting, sexual beings who aren't sexing. Lord, where's all this sexual energy coming through? When to use it? When you feel like the real you is getting lost in the sometimes shallow, often materialistic priorities of a likes driven culture. Get into your depth. Okay. Garnet. Okay. Maybe it applies for some, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I have 4 of these because like each person is gonna be like, oh yeah, no, this is what I need. And then I'm going to pronounce this as bismuth. So who needs it? The easily distracted, burners, people who are very bored. When to use it? For those looking for some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill, lie on your back and take 10 or 100 or a million powerful breaths through your mouth with bismuth placed on your forehead. Then break out of tired, gray thought patterns and get in a route to a more colorful, energized life. Rewrite your code with rainbows. Bismuth. Ooh, that's a pretty crystal. It almost looks like a tiny city. Bismuth. All right, so that is what I have for you all, lovelies. Okay, if you made it this far, at this point, I'm going to ask that you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have already not. It is free, okay, and it just allows me to reach even more people and continue to do what I love. Okay. Hit that notification bell because there are plenty of other messages where this came from. I'm sending light, love, positivity your way because remember, you are that bleep. Fill in the blank how you'd like. I'm going to love you and leave you. Until next time.